I'm not going to promote this Sagrika. Sorry, I don't want to. I don't want people to see how.
Hey guys, I hope you're all doing good. Welcome to another episode of Talk It Out with Sagrika. Thank you so much for all the love on this series. It's been amazing to be able to do this every week. And yeah, okay, so what we're talking about today is something very close to my heart. It's music. Music has been a friend to us, always. And especially in this lockdown, you've, just ended up finding solace in, your favorite artists, your favorite songs, and बर्तन धोने में और झाड़ू लगाने में तो I think music does give you company. Music has given me so much more than I ever expected out of it. It's been an amazing journey till today, and I can actually look back to a lot of instances and feel, very happy and very satisfied and very proud. And it is difficult, it is difficult to, sometimes be in a place where you're not really appreciated. But I think if you want to make your way through it, you will make your way through it. Therefore, to continue talking about this topic, we have somebody really, really special joining us today who is a brilliant singer, songwriter, and a record producer, and is also said to have the perfect pop voice. And guys, it's true, he has a perfect pop voice. 2019 witnessed the beginning of his solo career with the release of Get Moving, his debut EP, which, by the way, was crafted, composed, recorded, performed, and produced by him, and just him. I don't think I'd like to add anything else to his introduction, so let's just call the man himself. Hey Chetan, welcome to my channel, and thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
How are you? How are you doing?
I'm good. All good. Just a little hungover, actually, to be honest. But, yeah.
Alright. How's the lockdown treating you?
Not bad actually, man. I have been fortunate, I would have to say, because being a musician, living on my own, I would have to move back with my parents and not have opportunities coming, which is the case for a lot of musicians. But fortunately, I produce music. And in that regard, I've been getting quite a few projects which have sort of kept me afloat during this time.
Okay, by the way, he's an amazing musician. I've already mentioned that earlier in the introduction. But I hadn't heard your songs until the lockdown started. But then I just came across the album and I was like, what? This is good stuff. And so, I'll just keep the first question simple.
Mm-hmm.
How is it like to be an independent musician in India? With all these stereotypes and all these different kinds of perceptions hovering around your head all the time, how does it feel like to be an independent musician?
It feels good. At least if it's something that you want to do, which, as long as you're not approaching it from a very hobbyist sort of a perspective, I think there's nothing negative about the scene in that sense. Fine, there are plenty of debatable things that you can go off tangent with, oh, there's not enough opportunity for indie musicians, or there's not enough platforms, there's not enough money. But the thing is, if this is what you want to do, then it's worth it. And whatever the struggles might be, it's fun at the end of the day.
And I think the struggles also they end up being fun if you're enjoying it.
Exactly, but which then comes down to how much is this a part of what you want to do in life, and there are plenty of ways to overcome certain hurdles. Fine, if you're not getting enough money, there's probably a reason for that. You can look inwards and figure it out. Maybe you're not doing something that people like, or making music that people want to hear, or maybe you're not good enough, let's say, in terms of skill, if that's what it is. So you can always do something about it. Even for me, obviously, the journey it's not just started, but it's nowhere near where I want to reach. And yeah, so I have to keep questioning myself each day, how can I what else can I do? Like, fine, I've worked the past 10 years on developing skill, but skill isn't enough when you're trying to be in this business, or like quite frankly in any business. Like, talent alone doesn't get anyone anywhere. So you have to like sort of question yourself and figure things out. And yeah, it's an ongoing process, but it's fun. Like, I would rather not. I would. How do I say this?
Not
I
choose anything
wouldn't.
else over this.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
All right. Okay, that sounds good. So when did your journey did you like always know that you were gonna be a musician? Or
I've always been around music since
Okay.
I was a kid. Like, I've been singing since I was very young, but not professionally. But like, I've been using my voice and listening to music and singing songs casually since I was a little kid. So I always had it in me. I was always like into dancing, into like performance arts in some way or the other. But I was never so serious about it until the age of say 14.
Okay.
14 is when I got inspired, like, because I've said this a bunch of times, like whenever I've gone live with people and stuff. So I used to have almost like crippling stage fright when I was a child, like to the extent where if you put me on stage, just ki Chetan, go say your name on the mic, I'd cry and run away. So मुझसे नहीं होता, like I hated it. So the
Okay.
thing for me is like at 14, like it was just like a transformation that happened, like a spark that made me want to like be on stage. Yeah, around the age of 17 is when it started, and it hasn't stopped since.
Wonderful.
I think my EP production wise and singing, performing wise was all done by say early or mid 2018. But then obviously it's like a mix and master post production thing also that goes into all of this. And Mukul also had to take out time from his busy schedule to do that for me. So yeah, it was a long process. And those songs also, like, are songs. Some of them are songs that I wrote in 2011. One song, the title track,
Wow.
for the EP Get Moving was a song that I had originally written for my band Sold Out, and they didn't exactly like the idea very much. So I always kept it with myself, and I was like, now's the time for me to do it. So I did it, and yeah.
Hey, that's amazing, man.
So long journey.
Yeah, it's been long. Anyway, moving forward, I really so like I mean you're an example, right? I mean it's been so long, so you do agree, right, that music does take time. I mean people really need results really quick, and like I mean when you talk about music, it just ends up being talked like we end up talking a lot about stress and that instability that comes with it. So for all the musicians out there, and even to the listeners who really don't understand the process of a musician, I mean, would you like to say something like it will take time. It does not come easy.
I feel like, yeah, that's the story of the generation today, right? Like, not exactly my generation, but the younger people starting in music right now. Like, they definitely do expect things sooner, quicker, and instant gratification, basically.
Right.
And but the thing is, like, that's why I also feel the music has also changed. Like, the music, like, there's such a huge difference between the kind of music scene that was when I was towards the end of school. We were all aiming to be band people, man, like having bands that changed the game, and we were looking up to our seniors who used to, like, we would go for concerts in pubs and it would be packed. Those days bands used to have packed audiences for themselves, and we were just always looking up at that. And jamming we used to take really seriously, like practice 2-3 times a week together. That was our process, and like we all paid attention to our instrument. Like, I was always, like, since the age of 17, so serious about my voice. Like, I wanted to learn everything I could, and I didn't have any resources because back then Vasundhara V was not doing what she's doing today. And she was also in her learning
Shout out to her
phase.
as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But so there were no teachers, man. So
I understand.
YouTube, fortunately I had access to YouTube, which for the longest time as a kid, my generation didn't have internet like as easily accessible as probably
Right.
today's generation does. But yeah, so I took to YouTube, I did as much research as I could, and I developed my voice and stuff like that. But long story short, I think that doesn't happen anymore. Or maybe it does. Let's not disrespect people who are actually working. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, there are definitely those who want to take the easy route, who probably want to focus more on other things and package that in a certain way that, market themselves. If they have a pretty face, let's say, for instance, they'd rather push that forward
Right.
and work less on the music than, which is like fair enough. I'm not throwing any judgment or anything. It's just that like the approach is different for this generation. Sometimes I feel like some people do get, I don't know, lucky, not necessarily lucky, but their fortune is on their side to like not have such a long struggle, long journey before getting there. But at the end of the day, I also then feel like the people who get there quick are then have even a harder time to like then sustain that whatever they've got, and then they, so whether or not you get success early, it's still going to be a long journey, because like getting success isn't the end of things, no. Like getting a record deal and maybe getting like 50 million views on your first song, that's fine, but then you have to follow that up, right? It's a career that you're after. It's not just that one spark. So you have to give your life to it.
So, I mean, thank you for all those amazing insights. That was really helpful, and I hope people do understand and they
Hope
get
so.
something out of this. But moving on, we have a rapid fire plant, which is of a series I haven't watched. So I think it's not fair on my part to ask you questions out of it. But I did Google सब दे देते हैं तो मैंने Google कर लिया. But I try to do my research a little bit, find out what
Yeah.
it's about, so I don't want to make a fool out of myself.
You should watch the show. I was actually going to recommend it. Like I recommend it to everybody. Like this is one of the best shows I've ever seen,
Yeah.
and it's so well done. You need to watch it. Please watch it.
I will,
It's
I
just
will.
4 seasons. It's 4 seasons and 10 episodes each.
How
so
long is
it's
one
gonna-
episode?
One hour.
Oh,
Which
oh.
which is
Why do they make
which
long
is fine.
episodes?
10 episodes, 4 seasons, 40 episodes. Like 2 हफ्ते में खत्म हो जाएगा.
चलो,
depending on
ठीक
how
है.
fast you watch it. So,
ठीक.
yeah.
Considering I'm working
But
all
this
day,
is
I watch
actually-
it all night.
This was the segment that I was most nervous about, because I've never been quizzed about the show and I don't know how much facts I actually have.
I
just
generally
like
get to
the
hear this is
story.
the section we are most excited about. You're saying you're most.
No,
Okay,
because
but
like
like-
this is one show that I'm like, I would have actually chosen Friends had you not written that in brackets.
I specifically mentioned don't choose Friends because वो एक बार हो
I
गया
know.
ना तो बार फिर और
अच्छा,
सबको
हो गया.
आता है Friends है मतलब
Yeah.
who doesn't know about it.
Absolutely.
चलो, so let's go ahead with it. Are you ready? Ta-dan,
I
ta-dan.
hope
Okay.
so. I hope so.
Okay, हाँ ठीक है. First question. What was the name of the dog owned by Elliot?
Shit. I know this. Was it Coco? I don't know.
No,
Shit.
no.
It's something like that, no?
I'll give you. It starts with an F.
Where?
Starts with
Starts
F.
with an F. I'm off to such a bad start.
Yes, you are. Coco is nowhere close.
There are too many Cocos everywhere, man. All dogs
Okay,
are
it
Cocos.
rhymes with slipper.
Okay, fine. Flipper. So that's a bad start. Let's hope it gets better.
Okay, next question. How does Gideon Goddard die?
He gets shot in a pub.
Where?
It,
In the body. Where?
More?
In the body.
or in the head.
No.
It wasn't the head.
A little niche.
Neck.
Yeah. But like, I'll give you a point for that.
Okay.
It was shot in the neck, yes.
Yeah, anything above shoulders is head.
But yeah, you mentioned the pub, so like, I think you get a point for that. Okay, next question. What was the name of Shayla's drug supplier?
Vivian.
No.
Fuck, what? I think the
Sorry, I
actor's
shouldn't
name was
have.
Vivian. Wait.
Shouldn't be laughing so hard.
Shit. Yaar, he was such a big part of the thing also. Wait. Can I like secretly like?
No. Your 5 seconds are over. By the way, I'll still give you 5 more. You have 5 seconds to answer these questions. If I did not mention it earlier. You're googling it.
Yeah, nahi, chal chhod, I won't play dirty. But like, shit, man, wait.
Starts with an
His
F.
name. Again F.
Yes. Ends with an O.
I don't fuck pass. I'm so sorry.
Has an and. He has and in the name. You can do
Fernando.
the calculation now. Yes.
What? Fernando.
Is it wrong?
I don't remember the name Fernando. Okay, fuck, it is Fernando. Fernando Vera.
Oh.
Also, see, Vera is what I remember.
Oh, you said Vivian.
I said Vivian, no, but like, so his last name is actually what they refer to him more. So Vera is what was in my head. Sorry. Either way, I'm wrong, so fuck that. I think I only got 1 right. So 1 out of 3. How many questions are there in total?
5. One is a which character are you question, but like Jesse 5.
Shit. Done badly already. Anyway.
Chalo, let's see. You still have 2
more
questions to go.
Yeah.
Okay. So next question is, what is the real name of Elliot's father? Are these too difficult?
No, they're not difficult. That's what, like, I'm so bad at these facts. So Elliot's father is Mr. Robot, but now, fuck.
Are you telling me this?
You
don't have to mention that.
You're gonna forget. Elliot Alderson. John.
You got the second part right.
No, Alderson to pata hai mujhe. Alderson.
How the surname?
Ugh, man, I'm a disgrace. Can we do another show, please?
You can do this. You can do this. Come on. Think harder. Have you seen Twilight?
Edward.
Have you heard? Yeah.
See, now the problem is like he was also someone who was never referred to mainly by his name. He was always called the title.
Okay.
So
again, then you get a point. I think this is wrong. Like I shouldn't have done this.
No, it's fine. I'm a disgrace.
And because I am no.
Here I am recommending the show, the best show that I've ever seen, and I haven't got any answer.
Okay. What did the 5'9" hack actually do?
The 5'9" hack?
I think this is difficult. I mean, I don't know. The answer looks difficult. But
5'9" hack was the first one, right? Fuck, I forgot. But the 5'9" hack. So it basically erased people's data. In short, but yeah. So
you're close.
It basically like it wiped out everyone's debt and all that kind of shit. So 2 out of 5, barely.
Yeah. I think just mainly because I hadn't watched the series one, I would have asked sensible questions. Don't blame me, please.
These weren't bad questions. I should have. It's just I suck at this. Sorry. Sorry to anyone who's a fan of the show and who is watching this.
We'll do another one sometime later.
We have to. I need redemption.
Anyway, okay, let's switch it to Friends then. Anybody who's your favorite character from Friends, and like, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
I think I'm a little bit like Ross, and maybe a little bit. Yeah, actually Ross is the closest that I feel I can come to. But my favorite character is probably out of the girls also, no? I think my favorite character.
Yeah.
It has to be between Joey and Phoebe. They are like the extra quirky guys who you can't help but love. So
yeah. Chalo. I think that gets us to the end of the video.
Shit, man.
This was fun.
I'm feeling bad about my quiz, dude. Like, fuck.
ठीक है.
I'm not going to promote this Sagarika. Sorry, I don't want to. I don't want people
Okay, you
to
can
see
crop
how-
out the. Oh no, don't do this, yeah, come on.
I'm kidding.
Chalo, okay. Anyway, thank you so much
Okay.
for doing this. It was amazing
Alright, thank
having
you.
you. And
Thanks
guys,
for
go
having me. It
ahead,
was
check
fun.
out his music. I'm gonna put his link in the description. He also has a YouTube channel which he recently started. And yeah, that's it then. I hope to meet you really soon.
Yeah, man.
And-
As soon as all of this is over.
Okay then. Bye guys, see you,
Chalo.
and thank you so much for watching.